Hi, my name is John Kinnemer. I'm a GA at Career Services, and I am doing my practicum in a higher education advising center here at ECU at the College of Business. Kind of a funny way to say that. Um, a little bit about me. I am married. I got married August 12th of this year, so that's pretty new and exciting. As well, I have two cats. They're pretty cool, kind of annoying at times being in a small apartment, but I still love them. Um, just where do I come from? I come from a lot of different places. I've moved around a lot. Growing up, I lived in Indiana for a good long while in a small town in Noblesville. Then I moved to Raleigh, North Carolina, moved to Austin, Texas, then moved back to Raleigh, and then to Greenville, North Carolina for school. So I've bounced around a lot growing up due to my dad's job, and he works in the pharmaceutical field. Um, what experience have you been exposed to cultures different from your own? Cultures is a pretty broad term. It's not just ethnicity. Um, it's so a lot of things can fall under different cultures. Not just one. Um, not just one aspect. So just from moving a lot, I've gained a lot of different perspective of cultures. In different environments from meeting new people and having to make new friends over again. You just start to learn more about how different people grow up, and it's not all the same as what someone else might have had. So, in that, I think I've been exposed to a fair amount of different cultures. All my culture exposure has been in the U.S. I would eventually like to expand and go travel some to a different country, um, but I don't really have the funding to do that right now. So maybe that might be something that I would be interested in the future um, if I had a little bit more cash. Um, so I think I'm fairly comfortable relating and interacting with people from different cultures. Just from um, moving a lot, you have to kind of adjust and meet new people wherever you go. So that kind of helped a lot with not being shy when meeting other kids or meeting other adults. So I think I'm fairly comfortable with being out of my comfort zone, like not around people with always the same idea or the way I might see things. Um, and a big expectation I have for this class is just learning more about different culture issues that are present and exist inside and outside of the counseling setting. Just being um, from the United States, I might, and um, just from growing up differently from everyone else, I might have different ideas on how I see things. So, learning about those different issues that other people might have or might be presented to a culture itself is important. And I think that's something I'd like to learn more about so I can be a more effective counselor. Um, the thing that makes me most anxious about this class is from reading the diversity assignment, not necessarily going out and meeting people out of my comfort, or I guess out of my bubble or comfort zone. I'm not really too worried about doing that. I think just finding a place, because to me that's a pretty broad area of things that I can do, and I just need to narrow that down and make a decision. So I think that is intimidating at first to see, like, oh, you have the freedom to go wherever. So I think just figuring out what me and I believe it had partners in it too, would kind of want to go explore more into. Um, my thoughts about the roadblocks to counseling. I thought it was really interesting to see this guy bring, talk about and discuss this perspective that got changed. And it was nice, and it's kind of refreshing to hear someone mention that, how their ideas at first might have been really narrowed, but then they expanded later on. So it was really cool to see that. And I believe it is pretty true in the regard of how he acted. Is like it is something that I think can make us defensive, but when we're challenged or our culture is challenged in a certain way. So I can see why his initial reactions to the professor or doctor might have been to be defensive instead of having an open mind on it. Awesome. I'll see ya.